I'm Abby,
And I'm Anna.
and this is Serious Beef.
Welcome.
All right,
We're up early. This is a Saturday morning.
9 a.m.
Oh my God. I actually had
Actually,
to.
it's almost 9:40 a.m.
By the time we
now.
sat here and jibber jabbered
Yeah.
about what we wanted to talk about.
Oh, you had to bring me some breakfast.
And we had to eat some breakfast. I brought her breakfast. I ran through. Well, help me. I ran through.
I went through.
I went through the McDonald's.
We have food to go to.
You're not my daughter at all. We're nothing alike. I ran through the McDonald's, and all Abby wanted was a coffee and a hash brown, and I brought them to. Of course, I got them, and I brought them to her, and I hand her the hash brown. She goes, "Oh, my hashed brown."
because in Megamind, he goes, I too would make this puppet corn. Right. He says,
So the hashed brown.
hashed brown.
I just thought that was funny. It cracked me up when I walked in.
I was looking something up on here that pertained, and I don't remember after nearly choking to death.
Oh, goodness.
I wasn't really nearly choking to death.
Oh. Speaking of choking to death, do you know what happened to me last night?
Did you choke to death?
I did not because I'm here. But we go to the Cardinal game, right?
Okay.
Because Olivia wants to see her man, Shohei Ohtani. And
How did he do?
0 for 5. Love it. We shut him down, but we managed to lose the game 7-6, which is a disappointment.
Yep. Cardinals always there to let you down.
Oh my God, I tell you what. But that stadium was pretty empty last night too. People don't want to see him lose, so they better figure it out. But anyway, we're leaving, coming down the escalator, and a little tiny bug flew into my mouth, and I choked on it. And I think I ate him, and I'm very upset.
You could have listen for the listeners. You could have said you spat it back out.
I know. No.
Would you like to say it?
No, I tried. We get down to the bottom of the escalator. We step to the side because Sam and Liv had gotten, we had gotten separated a little bit. And I'm standing down there just hacking my brains out, trying to not eat this bug. I know it's flown into my mouth, and I'm hacking on it. And honestly, I can't tell you if I got him out or not. I really don't know. But then I was disturbed all the way home. I potentially ate a bug. So
it is disturbing.
Have you ever seen the movie? Oh, I think it's called Overboard, and it has it has Kurt Russell and help me, the girl.
I don't know.
Oh, for Pete's sake! Why can't I think of her
Blonde.
name? They're married, aren't they? Married?
Well, aren't they? Are they or aren't they?
Come on, Emmy, you're supposed to know these things.
I've only seen the movie like one time.
Overboard.
Oh, they remade it in 2018.
Really? Okay, help me. Okay, there it is. Goldie Hawn.
Okay.
So Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Okay, so she falls overboard and loses her memory, and he goes and claims her as his wife, and because she had been shitty to him when he was working on her yacht, building something for her, and wouldn't pay him, and da-da-da-da, so he's gonna get back at her.
And da-da-da.
Anyway, so what he goes and picks her up, and she's in this crappy joke, because she's very, very, very wealthy, right? Uh-huh. And so he's got her in the back of the truck as he's driving home, and all of a sudden she's like, I just ate a bug. The way she said it, I just.
Yeah,
So we get down to the bottom of the escalator, and I'm doing that, and then your dad's like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "I just ate a bug."
Oh boy,
he didn't get the reference. He didn't remember the movie.
Disappointment. Mm-hmm. Although I did see that they remade that movie.
Really?
In 2018.
Was it any good?
Probably not.
Probably
well,
not.
It starred Anna Faris was the girl in it, but they did a reverse. So the guy was the rich one.
Interesting.
I know.
Well, the first one I thought was cute.
I've seen the first one. I liked the first one.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. Well, we were sitting here trying to discuss what we were going to talk about.
Okay.
And we decided on our secret sauce. We said it should be ketchup.
Right.
Because it goes with everything.
It goes with everything. We're just going to talk about a little bit of everything.
This is the third podcast we're recording this week.
It's literally the third one this week, y'all.
So we might be running out of topics.
We decided that we could never be radio DJs that have to do this every day.
I could never.
We wouldn't know what to talk about.
I could never.
Although somehow we managed to jibber jabber enough to fill an hour. So
I never. Oh my God! I never said my beef.
You didn't. I said mine, which was that I swallowed a bug. But...
This is a well-known beef. If you know me, you know that I have this beef.
Okay.
Ice in drinks.
Oh yeah, Abby has a problem with that.
It's a scam.
It is a scam.
It's a scam. Don't get ice in your drinks.
It
comes out of the machine cold.
Typically, it comes out of the machine cold.
Okay.
And I've learned. I'm on board the Abby train of no ice. I
I
boarded
took a
it.
little
Come all in.
convincing. It took a little convincing for everybody. Like, what do you mean? having my drinks, I'll be cold. I'll be like, get a drink without the ice in it and take a sip of it.
Try
It's
it out.
cold.
It is. I used to think that when I was younger that I wanted my drinks to be really, really cold.
Yeah.
So I had to have a lot of ice. But you're right. You're buying a cup of ice
Yeah.
and barely any
You
drink.
know what I have at home for free? Ice.
A whole bunch of ice. So I do that same thing. I get the only thing that isn't typically cold is the tea. But I actually, if it's been sitting there, if it's not freshly made, it's not that warm, and I'm totally, because I just take it with me and I add ice to it.
Exactly.
I just pour it into my little turbot over my ice. Yeah. So I'm with you.
You get ice in your drink. One, it's going to water it down. Two, you're getting less whatever drink. It don't matter if it's soda, tea, Powerade, lemonade.
Take a pick.
None of the aids
None
of the aids that existed in fucking where the hell was Metropolis and below. No one had Powerade. I'm like, okay, Powerade. I get lemonade.
No lemonade in the South. Are you crazy? Southern Illinois is the South.
We were in Tennessee.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, you're right. And of course, the restaurants are going to do this on purpose. They're going to fill your cup with as much ice as possible to save them some money. But the markup on the soda and things is already like 1,000%.
Don't put no ice on that.
Like, you've already made so much money off of the drinks alone.
Well, and we talked, I think, literally on the last podcast that I drink, or maybe two podcasts ago.
Who knows? It's all good.
I drink really quickly, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so, when you're at a restaurant, and they bring out like a little, can you imagine a little Pizza Hut plastic cup, and it's 70% ice, and I'm gone.
Well, yeah.
And now
you're going to be bringing me refills,
Well, they don't
constantly.
Well, like they don't really come around that much because a lot of the times the restaurants are understaffed because
that's true.
Because it's a shitty market right now.
Well, it's hard to get paid decently.
That's what I mean.
A job like that.
Exactly.
So why would you work?
I'm like,
it?
No one wants to pay anybody.
I wouldn't want to work a job like that.
So and so it's like I feel bad for the people who are probably waiting on like 6 million tables at the same time.
At least 6 million.
Right. And they don't have time to bring me my refill because they're bringing the refill out. I'm taking it like a shot, and then I need another one because there's one. The actual thing that will make my eye twitch is when you'll go wherever.
Eye twitch.
Yeah. You'll go and okay, we have my drink. The waiter or whatever comes around. They're like, "Oh, can I get your refill?" Sure. Like they pour ice.
They pour from the side.
From the pitcher, all the ice goes in. I'm just like,
Emmy's eyes become apart.
Because then you end up with more ice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Stop putting ice in Abby's drinks.
Stop that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I order my drinks now with no ice. 100%.
I remember we were down in Carbondale for something. It might have been after we graduated and we got together, all the design bitches, and did a gift exchange, which have I ever shown you the gift I got in this gift exchange?
I don't know.
Listener Jack made it for me.
Oh, okay. How cool.
He was a Secret Santa thing. I forgot who I had, but Jack had me, and he gives me a Guess Who game, and I was like, okay, thanks. And he goes, no, open it. So I open it up. He has replaced all of the people with all design people. Oh, so it's all the design bitches. It's the terrible. It's still there. It's at the house.
You still have it.
Yeah, it's all the bitches, all of the shitty professors, all the good professors, random people who we didn't like that we went to school with,
So in the design program. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's how thoughtful.
So it was excellent. Yeah. It's excellent. Yeah.
Excellent.
See, because it's gonna be can you imagine me and Ashley playing this game? Did this person almost cry during the bite laugh? It's Emily.
That's actually really funny. So and you two could play it, because you would both know the people.
Yeah.
If I tried to play it, they'd be like,
who the hell is this? Did this person ask you
she
to adopt them?
Oh, that's true.
It's Sarah.
That's true. I would remember that. I would remember Jack too. Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, so I guess we got together for this Secret Santa thing, and we're sitting around and whatever, and we're talking about stuff, and this is when it came up that I have a problem with ice in drinks because it's a scam, and not just sodas. Okay, if you go to the bar and I get an amaretto sour and I get a glass of ice,
yeah, full ice. Well, even I want an iced coffee, but I don't want iced crazy iced coffee. I actually want ice. I want some coffee with my ice. So I do say light ice for an iced coffee. Yeah. Because I'm like, I really want the coffee.
It's true.
But I do not drink hot drinks, so I don't like hot coffee. So
Sure.
yeah.
No, I'm furious about it. But I'm down there and I'm saying my beef about. I'm like, it comes out of the machine cold.
Yeah.
Like, and Jack goes, he's like, it's something that's like, it makes so much sense, but it took you had to say it for me to know. And I was like, don't ever get ice in your drinks. Don't get ice in your drinks.
Don't waste
also,
the space.
What if they don't clean their ice machine?
Well,
ice can be
honestly,
dirty.
that was the other thing I heard, that sometimes the ice is not super great.
That's obviously assuming that if
Yeah.
a restaurant or fast food place or whatever, if they don't clean their ice machine.
Have you ever been
But
to
I'm
the
not taking that
restaurant
risk.
where they come out to the soda dispenser type, the drink dispenser area, and they have a bucket of ice and they're pouring it in, and I'm like, oh, that seems so gross to me.
It does make
Have
me
you
like,
cleaned that bucket? Where did that ice come from?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
like, oh man. So I'm not a fan when I see that happening. So I'm like, yep, no ice. Okay. So that's our tip of the day, actually, listener.
It's the tip of the iceberg.
What does that have to do with anything?
Ice.
Ice, she says.
I just expelled all of my air. Well, good. Okay, you know what?
Moving on.
A reminder. We haven't said this in probably at least a dozen episodes.
We haven't. And we actually thought we would be really good advocates for this, and we suck. So.
Said it maybe 3 times. Maybe who knows?
Okay, you go ahead and you say it.
Oh, okay. Take your meds.
Take your meds.
Take your meds, everybody.
Take your meds. Take care of yourself. Take care of you. Take care of you. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Did you take your meds today?
I cannot take my meds because
A lively story.
well, I take the Nexium or whatever before I go to bed. So
Okay.
that I took, and then all of my meds are considered, I think, typically vitamins. So like I have to take vitamin D.
Flintstones and
In the Flintstone, I have to take like the Preservision for my eyes.
okay.
All the vitamins are off the table for a week before surgery because they can make you bleed more, they said.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Didn't
about
know
vitamins.
that.
I knew like ibuprofen, like you couldn't take.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
But I didn't know that about vitamins.
no, I didn't either.
So I take like 3 different vitamins. So I can't take
Interesting.
those. And then I I stopped taking my anxiety medicine because it's making my hand shake funny.
Yeah, well, you need to go to the doctor about that.
I'm gonna have to go to the
Okay.
doctor and find out what the hell is up, because I assumed immediately that I had Parkinson's.
Yeah, I know. You were talking about that. You're like,
I was like,
just
why?
kidding.
Why are my heart and hands shaking?
Just kidding.
So I don't know. It felt like it got better when I didn't take it for a couple days, and so I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe it's that medicine. So
maybe.
I will, which is crazy because boy, am I anxious right now, and I can't
Leading up
take
to
it.
surgery,
And I
right.
can't take it.
Well,
So
I
that is the
forgot to
next.
take mine,
You
so-
forgot. Nice, Abby.
So we're what advocates?
We're batting like a 0 right now.
We're batting 1,000. What are you talking about?
So you're gonna go home and take your meds, and I'm gonna make an appointment with my
It's
doctor after the surgery. Yeah, because I have to discuss that. So
Well, speaking of surgery,
okay.
Speaking of surgery, we were looking up stuff to talk about today, and I had seen this list that the Today Show
Okay. Well,
had posted. Yep.
Okay.
They had posted a list of fun facts, and the fun facts are just random shit. Okay?
Really?
And so I'm just like reading through it. You know, some things that say like the circulatory system is more than 60,000 miles long. Did you know that?
I had heard that in the past.
Yeah. There were active volcanoes on the moon when the dinosaurs were alive.
What?
That's what
That I didn't know.
That's what they just.
Wait. I have to get this in for listener Brittany. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I told you, listener Brittany coming. You go, oh my God, with the GOHD. God.
Oh my God. Okay. I sound like an educated.
That was
fool.
after the fish episode though. I had to scroll back through. Thank God for our dedicated listeners who always send in the secret sauce, because
It's true because
I-
we were not tracking the sauces.
I wasn't tracking. I hadn't been tracking a
You know
single
what?
one.
And we have to make an apology. We
Well-
hang our head in shame.
I went through. We've done the secret sauce for like 22 episodes or something like that.
And of course, Abby had to make a spreadsheet now, so she does love a good spreadsheet.
This is gonna be like secret sauce like 24 or something like that.
Okay.
And we got all the way up, and we realized we had repeated one sauce.
We repeated a secret sauce.
Now, I'm not going to say what it is. Go back and re-listen. See if you can figure it out.
See if you can figure out which one we said twice.
See if you know which sauce we said twice.
So now now Abby has made the spreadsheet. We know what the secret sauces are. And
Yes.
we'll not duplicate them.
And I'll tell you, if you want to go back and re-listen, we don't start the secret sauces till episode 12.
Well, you know why? Because we were doing the super secret password.
Well, we really only succeeded on that like twice.
And that's true because we are not the best at remembering how to do our own freaking podcast. So.
No. Episode 10, we had a secret password, and episode 11, we had a super secret sauce.
Oh, a super secret. Okay.
No, we did a secret
Well, it's because
sauce.
someone, who was it, Brittany again, that said...
Yeah, thank God for listener Brittany throwing out all
She's got the
our
ideas. I'm telling
the
you.
secret sauce, switching it from super secret password to the secret sauce
Yeah.
was her
Excellent.
idea, as well as the leftovers.
Leftovers is her idea too.
I think the name of it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it was excellent.
Yeah.
So thank God. Thank
Thank
God
God.
somebody, you know.
God, somebody's running
Well,
the show here.
she also sends in all the secret passwords.
It's true. It's
And
true.
or secret sauces. Let me refrain.
Come on, Abby.
So does listener Kate.
Excellent.
But
Excellent.
my messages got
Excellent,
deleted
ladies.
from listener Kate. Very sad.
Oh.
So I was like, I can't go back through.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I noticed it the other day. I was like, no, wait a minute. Why are all of my messages like gone?
No, that couldn't have been user error. That's
Well,
crazy.
100%
Tom.
it probably was, but they were gone. And my phone is also a dinosaur.
It's time
So,
for you to
it's
get
time.
in. It's true.
But point is, I had to go back through all the messages so I could read all the secret sauces, and then I had to put together a little spreadsheet so that I know what sauces we've used. So, we got them, easy peasy.
We got him.
Point is, anyway, back on surgery.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the fun facts on the Today Show's 100 Fun Facts
Okay.
is that the Pope can't be an organ donor.
Why?
I know.
Do we know why?
Well, I had to look it up because they give no more information.
Well, because the first time I heard that, I thought, well, he should absolutely be an organ donor because he's got like some super spiritual magical innards and they should be passed
I don't
on.
think that the church refers to them as magical innards.
Well, that's
personally.
that's what I thought, and I thought they should definitely be passed on.
Well, let me tell you. Okay, the
okay.
Vatican says that the Pope's body belongs to the church and must be buried intact after death, so the Pope cannot donate organs.
Selfish.
If the Pope's organs were donated, they could become relics in other bodies if he were later made a saint.
What?
Like if you got a liver from the Pope
Okay.
and he died,
Okay.
and then they made him a saint,
Yeah.
technically your liver is a relic.
And so they're gonna need that back. So we can't run the risk. We're sorry, we just can't risk it.
That's hilarious. We're gonna need that back.
That doesn't seem very Christian. We're gonna just keep these all to ourselves. We're not gonna spread it out, get it out there and help people and do some good.
However, the Pope has been a supporter of organ donation in the past. For example, in 2008, Pope Benedict the 16th spoke. I was pretty sure it was 16, but it's Roman numerals, so I had to do the math real quick.
Okay.
Spoke out against the shortage of organs for transplants and denounced the sale of organs as immoral. He also carried an organ donor card for years, but the card became invalid when he was elected Pope in 2005.
Oh.
So, the Catholic Church views organ donation as an act of charity and love, and the Vatican considers transplants to be morally and ethically acceptable.
Except if you're the Pope.
Yep.
What if someone else, not the Pope, donates their organs and they become a saint? See, there's other people out there who can be named saints. They might have donated their organs.
Sure, but there's I guess a higher likelihood that the Pope gets to be a saint.
Really? Do
Well-
we really think there's a higher likelihood?
That's what listen, is why
I'm being a little salty about that, but that's
is
okay. That's
it
okay.
a higher likelihood
Really?
that the Pope becomes a saint?
I think it just depends on the good things that you're doing. Somebody out there who's actually out there helping people, doing things.
Okay, this number is higher than I thought it would be. Roughly 30% of all popes are saints.
Good grief.
Good grief. They can't all be saints.
They can't all be saints. Who's doing the miracles?
Well, I'd start with St. Peter. Upon whom I built my fucking church.
Well, I get it.
Cornerstone Peter.
Okay. Cornerstone Peter. That's his new nickname, apparently.
Peter the Cornerstone. I don't know what his last name is. Okay, so yeah, the Pope cannot donate organs.
Well, that is an interesting. I don't know if I'd call that a fun fact, but it definitely is interesting.
Yeah, I know. I was shook.
I never heard that fun fact.
Would you like to hear one more little history fact?
Okay.
Thing? I was reading this the other day. So, I've got some funny stories from history. This one's really short.
Okay, go.
During the Napoleonic Wars, okay?
Okay.
So, let's go back a little ways. A French ship wrecked along a remote shore of England. The lone survivor was the captain's pet monkey, dressed in a little army uniform.
Oh my God.
The locals, having never seen a Frenchman, assumed he was French.
Oh my God. Thought he was like a human being, like a person.
Yes.
In the little uniform.
Not just they assumed he was French.
They assumed he was French, a French person.
They arrested the monkey.
Oh my God. They did not.
Tried and convicted him for being a French spy. When they hung him, the monkey kept climbing the rope, proving to be an elusive victim of capital punishment.
They tried to hang a monkey.
Proving to be an elusive victim of capital punishment. To this day, the residents of Hartlepool are known as monkey hangers.
Ooh, they are. That's true.
He was a French
I didn't
guy.
even know what a monkey was.
He was a Frenchman.
Are Frenchmen typically that hairy? Good Lord, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's hilarious.
That cracked me up. That's my history story.
Oh my
that
God.
I had no idea about and died laughing at.
I have never heard that, so that's fantastic.
He kept climbing the rope.
Climbing the rope.
I'll
show you.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The fact that he was dressed in a little army uniform is why they thought
he was an actual man. Like, how thick was this monkey? Like, my God.
Maybe it was a chimpanzee.
It was a chimpanzee? So they're not, I guess, full grown. They can get pretty big.
I don't know that it was a chimpanzee.
Oh, we don't know what
saying.
kind.
I'm just saying,
Okay, understood.
I know that chimpanzees are not technically monkeys, but you get the idea.
Sure.
I'm not sure how.
Well,
You
that's wild. No matter what kind of monkey it is.
I know.
That's wild.
If it's not like a chimpanzee or something like that, I think it's even crazier
Right.
because imagine a little lemur shows up.
Right. Or that little monkey that's in the
capuchin monkeys.
the capuchin monkeys. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
how are you going to think that this is a man? Like,
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
What do you got? It's kind of funny because most of the stuff that I have are actually also kind of headline-y.
I like see stuff and then I just kind of save it.
Yeah.
And because I'm like, I got to tell this to Abby.
Right.
So I just save it and wait for you. So here's my skinny, my scoop, my poop. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. This woman had gone on a 2-day bender. Okay. She is, this 51-year-old woman, she boarded this ferry.
Okay.
Called the Dart Princess with a friend after a 2-day bender where she had gotten drunk on Lambrini and had eaten some poisonous, deadly nightshade, which causes hallucinations.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this woman gonna die?
She undid the mooring ropes in the early hours, drifted up the river, yelling, "I am Jack Sparrow. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow." She stole the ferry.
I'm like, what? This feels like a thing that you would say happened in like the 1500s or something like that. And you're like, I am Jack Sparrow. Okay, so recently.
So that the police, I guess, are like, what are you gonna, where are you taking what are you doing? Where are you going? And she's like, I am a pinball machine, because she's like bouncing around. I don't know, she's bouncing from shore to shore. I don't know what she's doing. For some reason, she thought she was a pinball machine. And then they asked her, well, what are you gonna do now? And she said, I believe this is out of your jurisdiction. She floats away.
It's out of your jurisdiction. What a beautiful line.
So then, when the cops finally arrest her,
Okay.
after an hour, okay, the ferry came to rest in calm water. She told them, we would have made it to St. Tropez if we hadn't been caught.
We're being Valley kids.
That's what it made me think of. I'm like, oh my God. This woman, but my favorite was that she floats away, she yells, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh, wow.
That's hilarious.
A 2-day bender of Lambrini and Deadly Nightshade.
That's too much.
So, hilarious.
That is too much.
Right?
Crazy. Wow. Well, I got a headline for you.
Okay,
It's not a full story. Did you know Colonel Sanders' 11 herbs and spices were leaked?
Someone leaked the recipe?
Yes.
What?
I know.
Who did it?
I think his nephew.
Oh.
11 herbs and...
Was he left out of the will, so he's mad and he leaked the secret...
I don't know.
Secret herbs and spices?
Oh, well, maybe now this is just a fucking... a scam. Hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe I was scammed.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, okay. This did actually happen. The Colonel's 11 herbs and spices are a secret guarded more closely than the most confidential CIA briefings. We're talking armored trucks, secure briefcases, and an actual vault is what they to guard the 11 herbs and spices.
Okay.
A couple who apparently found a copy found out the hard way. Oh my God! When KFC threatened to sue. But just a few years ago, this crucial element of the KFC recipe was inadvertently revealed by none other than Joe Ledington, Harland Sanders' own nephew.
Ooh.
Back in 2016, Mr. Ledington was interviewed for an otherwise unremarkable travel article about the Harland Sanders Cafe and Museum. He goes, before I can even open my notebook, he draws my attention to the photo album overstuffed with pictures, newspaper clippings, and various family documents. The album, with its nondescript cover and clear cellophane sheet, looks like the kind I used to buy for $1 at Walgreens. Oh, okay. He eventually piques the guy's interest with his dear Aunt Claudia's last will and testament. Though not because of the last will and testament itself. You see, on the back of this document was a handwritten note. It was... Oh, I'm going to read it right here. Okay. Salt, thyme, basil, origino... I don't know if that's supposed to be oregano, and they just didn't know how to spell it. It's Origino.
Oh, okay.
Celery salt?
Celery salt?
Celery salt, maybe? That's probably what that is. It's a handwritten note. It's very difficult.
Sure.
Black pepper, dried mustard, paprika, garlic salt, ground ginger, and white pepper.
Is that 11?
Yeah.
We've just revealed the 11 herbs and spices.
Do you want,
we're going to get sued.
2/3 of a teaspoon of salt. Well, I didn't even say how much it is, but I just read what they are.
Maybe you should stop there.
She said, maybe you should stop there.
You're going to get your ass thrown to jail.
At the top of the page in blue ink, it reads 11 spices mixed with 2 cups white flour. And that's followed by an enumerated list of herbs and spices and the measurements for each. Ledington would confirm that this was indeed the 11 herbs and spices with conviction at the time before dialing back his certainty and expressing reluctance to elaborate during a subsequent follow-up interview with the Chicago Tribune.
Okay.
Well, no shit, because he probably realized, I wasn't saying that.
I'm a deep doo-doo.
Interesting.
So then he got sued over revealing it? Or?
I don't really know. During the damage control phase of this entire saga, a KFC spokesperson told the New York Times, many people have made these claims over the years, and no one has been accurate. This one isn't either. And in defiance of this claim, the Chicago Tribune test kitchen even tried the recipe firsthand, comparing what they cooked to the modern product, which yielded even greater results than expected. So, good to know. This what I don't know if this list is actually good, but apparently, or, if it's the real list or not, but it apparently is good.
Apparently, the chicken's pretty tasty. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How was it? Well, really good, in fact. Tasters agreed the test kitchen fried chicken was even better than the Colonel's. Oh. Because I guess they made it and then they did a blind test.
Compared it. Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make some chicken.
After adding a dash of MSG to the blend, they'd effectively achieved an identical match. So they add a little bit of MSG now.
What?
And they said that it's identical.
That's crazy. So the secret's out.
The secret's out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Should we post this picture?
No, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we're gonna get in trouble.
I don't know. Let's see. BossHunting.com.
They've done posted it.
They done posted a whole article about it.
Wow.
And that, yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
The nephew leaked it. Now wait a minute, because this one said that one couple found out the hard way, and I want to know what happened to them. What do you mean?
Maybe you should know. Maybe we better find out what happened to them.
KFC dropped suit over original recipe against a couple who thought they had come across a long-sought secret, the ingredients to Colonel Sanders' world-famous chicken. KFC officials today said the handwritten note found by restaurateurs Tommy and Sherry Settle in the basement of a home in Kentucky, once owned by Kentucky Fried Chicken founder Colonel Harlan Sanders, does not contain his secret recipe. They said there's a 1964 leather-bound date book in the basement, and it contained 11 herbs and spices in specific percentages.
Wow.
And she said, I looked and I counted and I thought, gee, that's 11. 11 spices, herbs and spices. The girl who found it, Sherry Settle.
And so then someone tried to sue them?
KFC! They decided to contact KFC to see if the recipe was authentic, but once KFC was notified, the lawyers and lawsuits soon followed.
Oh my god, even though they hadn't even done anything with it. Well, that's not very nice.
We took it very seriously, said Malillo. We filed the lawsuit and to protect the quality of our product.
Well, I guess I get that you want to protect that recipe or the quality of your product, but still, they hadn't done anything with it.
Right, what are you doing?
Doesn't sound like they posted it or tried to claim it as theirs or what.
No.
It's like,
chill out.
So then eventually they dropped the lawsuit then, I guess.
Yes, they did drop the lawsuit. Wild.
That is wild. Well, I will tell you that looking for funny stories, sometimes you're just kind of scrolling through the Instagram or the Facebook, and you come across just like funny headlines and stuff, right? Or funny memes. And so I'm always looking for funny headlines. So I found a couple that I wanted to read to you. And so I've saved them.
Okay.
Okay, so this one, we'll stick with the fast food restaurant theme right now. McDonald's agrees to take down the McCrispy advertising billboard that was erected next to a sign for a local crematorium. Here's the McDonald's sign. Here's the sign that says Arrow Crematorium. The McCrispy. I'm just saving that one. I was like, was she talking about KFC? I gotta tell her this one.
Oh my god. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Baby. Oh man, that is good.
Oh my god. I read that one made me cry. And then I read this one. Local police bust a nut. They're arresting a dude in a Mr. Peanut costume.
You're done.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so that one was pretty funny. Let's see. And then I found this list. Do you want me to read them to you?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I don't know anything about the stories. It just literally said
just the headlines.
Funny headlines.
All right.
Okay. I don't even agree because I've got a giggle. Iraqi head seeks arms. That's the headline.
God damn it.
Oh my god. Something went wrong with jet crash, expert says.
Something went wrong with the jet crash.
Dumbass.
It's probably it was an intentional crash. You know what I mean? Like they're testing something like, well, something went wrong.
Who knows? But that's the headline. Police begin campaign to run down jaywalkers. That's the headline.
Okay, what's the next one?
Enraged cow injures farmer with axe. Now, does the cow have the axe or does the farmer have the axe? They don't clarify.
I'd have to think. I don't know. Do you know? Okay. Oh my God, I'm seeing the stars. Okay. Listen, I go to the Mosquito Homecoming.
Yes.
1 year.
Yes.
Okay. Which, again, to be clear, is a town homecoming, not like your high school homecoming. You know, for some of our listeners who maybe have never experienced a town homecoming, it's like a state fair almost kind of thing.
Much smaller scale.
Oh well, yeah, way smaller. It's just our tiny little town.
Yeah.
But there's like rides, and there's like an animal auction and truck pulls, tractor pulls,
lots of food and
buckets
beer.
of beer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yep. Ride the rides, eat some food, go watch the truck pull, tractor
Win a
pull.
goldfish.
It's true.
But I go, so they have an animal auction, like a live animal auction and whatnot. I once saw a kid, I mean, he was maybe 10, 11, 12-ish, maybe 11, 12. And he's got a cow, right? And he's taking the cow and he's, like, it's been up at auction, he's putting it back in the pen. Okay. And this cow, I guess, didn't like how many people were around or whatever. And it swings its head, catches the kid. He's got no horns or nothing. So he's like, okay, but he catches the kid, like, in the gut. Kid comes about 3 feet off the ground.
Oh my gosh.
And is tossed backwards. He was fine. He got up. I felt really bad. He was trying not to cry. Like he really just kind of got the wind knocked out.
But they had to hurt.
It's one of those things. It's like, okay, well, it's a cow. I just watched a cow lift a kid. Like I mean, a farm kid, right? This burly, little kid.
Well, honestly, I mean, they're rather big animals.
They're huge.
So
yeah. Took him off his feet about 3 feet.
If it's enraged, you know,
and it ended up being fine. Like luckily. You know, when you're walking around the livestock area, like everybody there pretty much is a farmer.
Sure.
And so
they help out. Yeah.
Right. They when somebody grabbed on to it, so it didn't like run off or nothing. But yeah. I was like, oh,
but the fact
my God.
So you get that, you know, an enraged cow could injure someone for sure, but with an axe,
more people are killed by cows than by sharks every year.
Really?
Yeah. You know how many?
That's an actual fact. Let's see.
How many people killed by cows
per year? Is that what you're...
Yep.
Okay.
22 deaths. Estimated somewhere between 20 and 22 deaths occur each year. In the United States.
Just in the U.S. Gotcha.
Only 10 of which involve bulls.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Wow.
Cows... Oh, my God. Cows kill more people annually than wolves do. Oh, my God.
We got a creeper outside the window.
We got...
You cannot shake her.
We cannot shake her.
Damn it, this place is too public. They know where we are.
This is, okay, defenders.org, which is a wildlife, I guess, organization, okay? I don't know how many sharks kill, okay? I'd have to look it up, but cows kill more people than wolves do.
Wow. Well, okay, I can see that.
In the United States. Yeah. Yep. Cows are responsible for an average of 22 human deaths in the U.S. Bees kill about 53 people annually. Domestic dogs kill about 31. And whatnot.
Wow.
Tractors. Mm-hmm. Tractors are responsible for an average 241 deaths.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we recently lost a friend to a tractor accident. Yeah.
There's
when you live in a farm community, it still happens.
Yeah, it is really sad.
Yeah.
The Mexican gray wolf has killed 0 people.
Wow. Well, good on you, Mexican gray wolf.
I know.
So now what's the shark? We don't know the sharks.
I know. I'm looking it up.
There's the shark deaths are I don't know if it's deaths or bites, but they're up. But all I can say is you make your choices. You went in the ocean. That's their home.
Okay, update. There's no way for me to see it on this. I'd have to look it up later. Maybe post-edit Abby will get this information.
There you go. We'll follow up.
Hello, listener. Post-edit Abby doing the hard work that present-day Abby didn't want to do. So here's the information I've gathered.
Sharks kill approximately 5 people annually, although in 2023, 11 people were killed by sharks. Horses kill about 20 people and cows kill about 22. So there you go. Sharks are not nearly as deadly as cows.
But I could see that there's definitely going to be more people in contact with cows than there would be with sharks. I could see that being true.
100%.
Yeah.
Also, food poisoning. I'm just kidding. I don't think that counts if you eat
What in the fuck?
Undercooked cheeseburger.
Somebody didn't cook the meat right.
Well, you know what that was? That
Mm.
cow? That was serious beef right
That
there.
was serious beef.
That cow had some serious beef.
You're not kidding. He attacked his farmer with an axe.
Well, I don't know.
I want to know how he holds the axe. In his mouth, you think? Damn.
I don't know.
It hasn't been confirmed who had the axe at this point.
Probably
though. We only
farmer.
have the headline here.
Do you want to hear about? I'm unable to find a sharks versus cows comparison, but I do have deadly.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that made me. Why did that crack me up so much?
But I have deadliest animals worldwide by annual number of human deaths as of 2022.
Okay, hit me with the list. This is
You probably could guess number one.
Number one.
Yeah, the deadliest animal in the world.
2 humans. Snake.
Snake.
No, not
That's
a
number
snake.
2.
Spider.
Snakes are number 2 and 100,000 deaths annually.
100,000 deaths annually.
Estimated.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of deaths.
Well, what's number 1?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. Those fuckers.
They estimate.
Sorry, I strongly hate them.
It's estimated, according to Statista.com.
Okay.
It is estimated that mosquitoes kill about 1 million people every year.
1 million people?
Malaria?
Oh my God.
Malaria. What do they carry? West Nile?
Yes, they do.
All of it.
I hate them so much.
I hate mosquitoes.
I hate them.
Malaria, and then so malaria is the most.
Oh my.
They transmit a number of deadly diseases, the worst of which is malaria. And then malaria is a mosquito-borne disease, bastard.
Yes.
By-
they are so shitty. I get it that they are eaten by a lot of things. Okay, so they're a food source for, whatever, bats, birds, whatevs. Okay, I get it that there is a purpose for them, but they're evil.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They're evil, blood-sucking things.
In 2020, there were 627,000 deaths from malaria worldwide.
Wow.
Just malaria. And that doesn't count any of the other.
That's devastating. I mean, that's a crazy
West Nile,
number.
malaria, and the dengue virus
dengue
are
virus, yeah.
all 3 of those are they're the top 3
that are carried by transmitted,
and that's
Oh my
in the
God.
United States.
Oh my
those
God.
3 in the United States. Yep. In 2018, the states of California, New York, and Texas reported the highest number of mosquito-borne disease cases.
You know how some people can go outside and never get bit, and I go outside and it's like
It's a blood type thing.
It's the same thing with you. I've read a couple different theories. You emit something, or like you said, blood type or whatever, your smell or whatever, that they're attracted to certain people. And you're the same as me. The minute you step outside, geez, I walk outside to check the mail, broad daylight.
I'll let the people.
And I'm attacked.
Everybody comes over. Everybody comes over on Thursday to play D&D,
Sure.
right? Okay, and it was Ashley's week, so you weren't there this
Yep.
week. I'm letting like Sam and Schuster and them go.
In the door?
Okay,
Oh, you let them
open
out.
the door.
Gotcha.
Like,
They're leaving for the
bye,
night.
Thanks for
Sure.
playing. Mosquito came in. I got 3 bites on my ankle. Boom, 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 in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, son of a bitch.
Unbelievable.
Apparently it's I'll tell you, it's a combination of body temperature, body odor, blood type, skin bacteria, and genetics. About 85% of why mosquitoes are attracted to you may be due to genetics, including your blood type and how much lactic acid you have in your skin.
Oh my gosh.
Fuckers.
Well, they love me. They love you. Sam got bit one night. She was little and it was the cutest
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Because I said, "Oh no, Sam, why do the mosquitoes like you?" And she said, "I think it's because I taste like chicken." I remember that. She was little.
I do remember that.
Thing. I'm like, yeah, they're after the chicken tasting people.
And the livers and spices. Full circle.
Oh my God. See how she
Look
did
at
that?
this
See how she did that, people?
Oh, look at that. Okay, well, so mosquitoes number 1 and snakes are number 2.
Okay.
Guess,
All right.
would you like to guess the number 3?
Cows, apparently.
No, dogs.
Oh, dogs.
Dogs.
Oh,
30,000
that's
people
sad.
every year.
that's kind of a shame because you
But
think
I
of
wonder,
dogs
like, how
being
much of
such a loving,
Well, yeah, but I mean, there are dog attacks.
But because people mistreat their dogs.
Yeah. Or I mean, I'm sure. Obviously, this is worldwide, so there's wild dogs.
Well, and that's true. There are feral cats and dogs, things like that. I know. My sister had this Great Dane, and it was suddenly so very, very violent, and if she had a brain tumor.
Do you know?
Since they found that out later, it was like, oh, well, that's devastating, right?
Well, right. Well, did you know that Dalmatians are characteristically, a lot of them kind of have a violent streak?
Yeah, I've heard that.
And
you really shouldn't get one, especially if you have kids.
Oh, but yeah, a lot of times, like especially a really like a purebred Dalmatian, because their skull is not big enough to hold their brain. So when they get to a certain age, it's like it's
a lot of pressure.
And it can cause the personality changes and whatnot.
Why would that's insane? What a design flaw. What do you?
Well, and here's the thing: is that actually, did you know that I used to watch the dog shows, growing up. Yeah. Was it AKC or whatever, the American Kennel Club?
Yeah.
Okay. They actually have instituted a couple changes in their these are the standards for these breeds.
Okay.
For pugs, I think, is one of them. A lot of the little dogs that have the little squished in faces, they've changed a lot of the things.
Yeah, those poor little
because
dogs.
they want to encourage breeders to widen the genetic pool, and we shouldn't keep breeding their noses so short because they can't breathe. Right. So many
they
people
struggle
die.
and then they die.
And so a lot of people, so they changed some of the things to hopefully make the breeds healthier.
Oh, good.
So I don't know if that's one of the changes as far as Dalmatians go.
Well, I would hope so.
I don't know, but I have heard that that's why that they're more.
Wow, I feel sad for them. That's terrible.
I know.
Yeah.
So dogs are 30,000.
Wow. Okay.
There's no way you're gonna guess number 4. Go ahead and throw something out.
Hippopotamus.
Freshwater snails.
What?
Freshwater snails kill on average 20,000 people every year.
I didn't even know a freshwater snail could kill someone.
I have to assume that they're potentially poisonous and maybe escargot.
Freshwater snails. Wow.
Freshwater snails deadly? Okay, somebody's already Googled it. Someone's got the question.
Wow.
Yes, freshwater snails can be deadly to humans because they can carry parasites that cause diseases like.
Okay. A disease that Abby cannot pronounce.
Schistosomiasis.
Wow.
And
I'll tell you what, parasites.
Hold on, there's one more. Fasciolociasis.
Okay,
I think I did pretty good.
Away from the freshwater snails.
Because
parasites are terrifying.
Parasites on the snails cause that.
I know.
First of all, the snail itself, to me, is the parasite. I'm not going to eat that.
No. I'm not going to let it touch me, especially at this point. You got parasites?
No. After freshwater snails, I'll just throw the rest of that shit.
Heebie-jeebies. Yeah, go.
Assassin bugs. Have you ever heard of those?
No, and I already hate them.
I think assassin bugs have the most painful bug bite in the animal kingdom. They're terrible.
Well, I gotta look up I don't know if I want to know because I already hate them just because of the word bug in their name, and then you add the word assassin in there. That's just Jesus Christ, I'm already fucking freaked out.
It is. They're so fucking
assassin bugs.
You ever heard of one? You never heard of these?
Bugs are already assassins. Why would you then have one that's even more terrible? Mm-hmm. Oh, good God! It's hideous. I'm speechless looking at this bug. It's so hideous. Yeesh. Assassin bugs are predatory insects that are part of the whatever the hell family.
Yeah.
Starts with the Redividae.
There's over 160 species of assassin bugs in North America.
Now I know this exists. That bothers me, Abby. Gee whiz. They are known for their weapon-like beaks.
Yeah.
Ugh. This shouldn't even be live.
Oh
this
my
shouldn't
God.
exist.
Okay, do you know why they get their name assassin bugs?
No, why?
It has nothing to do with humans. But this little black or dark brown bug earned its scary name from the way it kills its prey with repeated stabs of its weapon-like beak. It just stabs the thing to death.
Stabs them to death.
Yes, though not actually deadly to humans, the bite of both juveniles and adults is extremely painful, and it's best to not attempt to handle one.
That's disgusting. I hate them so much. I hate bugs. Bugs are just so creepy. I don't like them.
Update. The animal I was thinking of that had a super painful sting is bullet ants.
Well, we already know how I feel about ants.
I fucking hate ants.
But
bullet ants is like supposed to be super fucking painful.
But then an assassin bug, if it's going to stab you to death, that's going to be painful too. So those kill people?
No, I said no. Those are not deadly to people.
Wait, you just read me a list of.
I guess so.
You did. You read me a list. Where the fuck have you? I was like, wait a minute. Are we not? Did you pause?
No.
Okay. I'm like, are we not reading a list of the deadliest animals to people? Look at the fuck.
It says that their bites are venomous and can be very painful, causing localized inflammation. Assassin bugs are known as kissing bugs and sometimes can feed on humans by sucking blood from their faces.
I am speechless. Stop reading about this.
Oh, okay. They it's the assassin bugs can carry a parasite, and that parasite can cause Chagas disease.
Okay.
Which can damage major organs, leading to heart failure and can even be fatal.
Oh my!
And that's how.
That's horrendous.
Tsetse flies, TSE flies, 10,000 deaths. Ascaris roundworms, 2,500 deaths.
This list is disgusting.
Crocodiles, 1,000 deaths.
Okay.
Tapeworms, 700.
Oh my god.
Hippopotamus, 500.
Okay. Yeah.
Elephants, 500. Lions, 250. African Cape buffaloes, 200.
Wow.
Deer, 100. And bees, 100.
And bees. Wow. Sharks, not even up there.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Not even.
Well, because you only hear. I think I heard last was like. The number of deaths are up to the sharks, but it was still only like 20 people are under. So yeah.
It's true. Also, that list obviously discounted humans killing other humans.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
So
we're definitely the most deadly to ourselves.
We're actually second, number 2. We're after mosquitoes.
Oh my gosh.
So I really think we should kill all mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes are the devil. Yeah. Absolutely.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're the worst. Wow. Okay.
No,
so
thank you.
Let me go back to reading you my next headline.
All right,
Ready?
hit me.
Teacher strikes idle kids. No commas, people. We need them. God. Teacher strikes, idle kids. Yes, but no, the teacher strikes the idle kids. Minors refuse to work after death. Well, you're still a minor even though you're a ghost. Get in there and work. Juvenile court to try shooting defendant. These are great. War dims hope for peace. No shit. If strike isn't settled quickly, it may last a while. Who wrote that?
God damn it.
London couple slain. Police suspect homicide.
Oh. Damn it.
Red tape holds up new bridges. Can you imagine? You see this like red tape.
Can you imagine?
All that's holding that up is that red tape.
The person that wrote that knew exactly what
they knew exactly what they were doing. Mm-hmm. Man struck by lightning faces battery charge. That's a good one. New study for obesity looks for larger test group.
God damn it.
I can't breathe. Oh my god, that was a good one. Astronaut takes blame for gas in spacecraft.
My God.
Let's see. Kids make nutritious snacks. What is wrong with that headline? Kids make nutritious snacks. I don't see how that's funny. Do you?
The kids are the nutritious snacks.
Oh, kids make nutritious snacks. Okay, if you read it right, or if you read it wrong.
Do you? I'm kind of glancing through this list. Of Today Show facts. Okay, still, and this one says it's impossible to hum while holding your nose. So yeah.
So then you try it.
I haven't tried it yet because
it is. It's hard. I did a little bit, but honestly, it felt it in my nose.
Again, make closer to
Okay, wait. You can't do it. I'm a
Well,
little ditty for everybody. You're holding your nose. Oh my God. Okay, I only have four more.
Okay.
Chef throws his heart into helping feed the needy. The fuck. Local high school dropouts cut in half.
That's one way to solve
That's one way to solve it. Hospitals are sued by 7-foot doctors. Wow.
7-foot doctors.
And typhoon rips through cemetery. Hundreds dead.
We should laugh at that.
We should not.
Hundreds dead.
As we laugh hysterically. Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Plainlanguage.gov. That's the site. Funny headlines.
Appreciate that.
Hilarious. Excellent job. Okay.
Do you know Captain Crunch has a full name?
What's his name?
According to the Today Show.
Okay. According to the Today Show, I watched
Captain
it.
Crunch's real name is.
I think I've heard this.
Oh no, I have to go.
Let's
There's
see.
no way.
She can't even say it. She's already laughing. She's already crying. She can't even say it. Okay.
Captain Crunch's real name is Horatio Magellan Crunch.
Horatio
Magellan
Magellan
Crunch.
Crunch. That is an excellent name.
Horatio
Magellan Crunch. And he's a captain. Wonder how he got to his rank.
I know. Maybe nutritious and delicious breakfast.
Oh my God. Do you know that we bought a new car? Did I tell you this? The kid who sold us this, I say kid because he's Liv's age, so it's kind of crazy. Who sold us the car, I won't say his first name, but although he may want us to, because shout out to this guy who maybe he wants you to come buy a car from him, but his last name is Death Rage. It's like
it's not.
Death and Rage, but then there's like an E in between. No, and it's pronounced Death Rage. And I see his card and I'm like, how do you say your last name? He goes, yeah, it's Death Rage. And I'm like, that's a seriously cool name.
Yeah.
It's British.
Oh.
Yeah. He's
Death
not.
Rage.
Yeah. How cool is that to have your last name be Death Rage? You're not going to F with that kid, right?
Look out, here comes Death Rage.
Death Rage.
That feels like such a high school kid who wants to seem really tough. He makes his video game character is named Death Rage.
Exactly. That's his real last name.
That's insane.
I thought it was fantastic. I
Good
took
to know.
I took his card just
Noted.
because I'm like, this is a great name. Your parents did well. And his first name is excellent too. It actually goes really well together. So I was like, nice.
Very nice.
So yeah. It made me think of names. That's something we'll have to talk about another podcast. That's some leftovers to talk about because I find it really interesting what people pick, to choose for to name their kids.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Of course, like you personally, I don't know about you guys, but like I don't like my name. I never did. A lot of people don't like their name.
I don't really have a problem.
I just feel like my name is just a little too white bread. It's just kind of boring. But then I think about it. My dad really loved it. So then you're like, okay, I get why. If he really loved the name, then hopefully you're a good parent and you pick a name that not a terrible name for your kids.
Please don't pick.
But there's
bad
some
names.
crazy ones out there. So yeah, that's some leftovers. What to think about that? All right. Well, you got anything else?
Ants don't have lungs.
What?
Ants
How do
don't
they
have-
breathe?
I don't. Maybe they don't. They live on spite.
They live out of pure spite. It's true. It's
true.
true. All bugs do, I swear.
They.
They're the most hardy, animal or living thing on the planet, right?
So the book Babies read A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet.
We did,
Recall.
I loved it.
And they actually talk about, because we've talked about how the author,
Becky Chambers.
that she likes to throw in the, say, sci-fi elements, right? Just kind of offhand, right? Because the whole points of a lot of her books are just kind of hey, we should get along. And there can be asking these really big, say, sometimes it's moral questions, sometimes it's whatever, whether it's, because it's, for example, in the book, there's a character who is basically, he's dying and they have a way to save him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want the cure.
Yeah, according to his culture or whatever, you don't take
take this cure.
Yeah.
Right. And so the question is, do you, knowing that this will save this person, do you respect their wishes? Do you not? You
Or do you save them, force them on them, and save them despite?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of the points of her books are these bigger
It's
questions
true.
like that.
That's true.
But she also throws in, because this is set in like space, right? They're on little planets and rocket ships and such like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so she does like talk about. She gives like the answer, because like she gives like a quick physics lesson on how they like punch these wormholes, and that's how they travel.
Which is, but she does it in a way that you can completely understand it. It's like, oh, okay, cool,
100%. But then she also answers the question of like, okay, well, like if humans or whatever are surviving out in the, universe, what we know, or maybe we don't know, but we should know that like the food and how we eat and whatnot, in actuality, it's not the most viable way for us to be surviving, right? Like raising all these like cattle and things like that, right? And so they have like solved this issue that they eat, like they raise like grasshoppers and things like that, and that's what they eat. Because the protein that they eat is bugs. So she throws that in there. That's like like I said, she answers the sci-fi question of like, well, how are we like actually sustaining, and how are you living on these like spaceships for so long and such like that's like, well, because you can raise insects in a way smaller area, and it's a faster thing, and so it's like a whole day like, oh, good to know, like horrifying.
And
bugs.
Why do we find, this is another leftover maybe, I don't know, who knows the answer for this, but why do we find eating certain things repugnant?
And it totally depends on the culture.
But we're totally okay with eating a cow,
Well, and again, it depends on the culture.
Absolutely,
because,
you've just been raised a certain way, and so you don't eat cats. No, you don't eat bugs.
You take like go to like say India, where it's like insects are not uncommon to see.
Sure.
But for a lot, depending on your religion, a lot of people consider cows to be holy.
Yeah.
So they won't eat beef.
They're sacred. They're safe over in India. Sure. Because isn't it because you can be reincarnated as a cow, possibly, so you can't eat your relative, your ancestor.
Sometimes it depends, because some people believe in reincarnation, right? Yeah. So like cows will not, but they won't eat any animal. Like their like religion's like, we don't harm any animals.
Okay.
So it just depends. But
it's wild. But yeah, I'll eat some bacon. Yeah. I'm not sure so I'm not eating a grasshopper.
Well, that's the thing, is that like, let's say you keep like a kosher home, they won't eat ham.
Yeah.
Right. Kind of thing. So it is wild.
You're right. It just depends on what part of the world you live in, and
100%.
Raised, your religion sometimes,
But yeah, we were talking about, I forget what we were talking about before that, but we had talked about insects and things like that, and I was like, they eat, that's what the renewable like food sources kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, wild.
It's wild and wacky stuff.
It is wild and wacky stuff. We got a lot of wild and wacky. We were wild
and wacky all over today. You're right.
We were a little all over the place,
but that's okay. I've been saving up those headlines for a long time. I'm like, man, I found these. I'm like, these actually are funny. And then I read them a long time ago, and I hadn't. So then it was almost like reading them for the first time. I'm like, oh my god, I totally forgot about these.
That's excellent.
So
anyway, other thing is,
I think we
could do a serious beef meetup.
Yeah, we should put it on the calendar.
November 2nd or 3rd. But we probably won't be there both days. But one of the
we have
two.
to decide which day.
We probably will go down to the winter rendezvous at Fort Charters.
We call it. I grew up calling it Fort Charters, but I think the real name is like Fort de Char or whatever. But, but
Fort de Char.
Fort de Char. I don't think you pronounced the T, maybe, but who knows? It's French.
It's CHARTES for listeners who want to look it up.
If you've never been to this fort, it's in Prairie du Rocher, Illinois. And when I was a kid, we used to just drive down there every now and then, my family, and
we did.
Yeah, and you could just run wild and play and have a great day. And
my mom would bring all over the fort.
Yeah, my mom would bring a picnic, lunch, and drinks, and
it's a fun time.
You could hop down in the foundations, and then they have the two museums you could go in. You could just be able to go up there.
Yeah, because that's what I remember. You could hop down in those foundations, and you can get out. Like it's not too difficult to get out. But
what you can go in now, I don't know. But you used to be able to climb up into the entrance gate tower up in there. And we used to
the corner.
I have 5 brothers and 1 sister, so there was a lot of us. We'd go down there and we'd play, whatever army, and we'd have a war, and we'd pretend like we were shooting each other, running all around this fort.
I remember sometimes we would take I remember, I don't know if we did, but I remember two of our cousins bringing like Nerf guns or something like that down there, and you're running around and shooting each other. That's fun. It's super fun.
We just always had a lot of fun. Well, they actually have different events where people will be dressed up in period.
Well, the
costumes.
second to third, because I remember looking at this before, because we had talked about it, that I think technically, if you go and you dress up and you do the whole like reenactments, but if you go down there and do like the reenactment kind of stuff, you can like camp, I think, overnight.
Legit.
I think that's part of like why it's a 2-day thing, is that I think you can like camp.
It says you can go November 2nd starting at 8 a.m.
Okay.
I guess you're right. I guess it goes overnight, November 3rd at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So like a dash in between. So I guess maybe you can camp. But it's in November or something. Although it's warmer these days now. So.
But no, that's the winter running. But yeah, I think that's why it's a 2-day thing, because some of the people who do the reenactment stuff, they'll camp out overnight and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I think this is kind of funny because the event is sponsored by the Gemmer Muzzle Loading Gun Club.
Hell yeah, it is.
It's fantastic. So we love Fort Charters. We love it, and we want to go. We haven't been down there in years, so we got to go.
100%. Well, and the winter rendezvous, there's got to be stuff. I bet there's going to be events.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I'll shoot somebody with a slingshot or with a bow and arrow.
I'll learn how to load a muzzle.
I'll load muzzles all over this bitch. Absolutely.
It'll be a hoot. And I'm excited it's November because
look cooler.
I don't want to go when it's 90 friggin' degrees outside. No. So yeah, hit me up in November. I want to wear my hoodie and it'll be great.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're thinking about that for sure.
Absolutely. I'm still not over Horatio Magellan Crunch.
Horatio? We got to write that down.
I did write it down.
That's freaking amazing.
If you think that the next goldfish you win won't be named Captain Horatio Magellan Crunch, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, because I haven't had a captain. I've had the general. And poor little Copplepot, was he just like,
Mister?
He was a private. He was a private. Or what? No, in the Navy, what are you? You're not a private. That's Army talk. That's Army speak. Okay. Lowest.
The silence while we seaman recruit E1.
He's a seaman recruit. Copplepot. My poor little Copplepot. I say Navy because they're in the water.
There's holy shit. Seaman recruit, seaman apprentice, seaman, petty officer, 3rd class. And then you get
you don't actually have generals in the Navy. We have General Cornwallis. He's apparently in the Army.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah, because
you can be an admiral.
You can be an admiral.
A captain, a commander, a lieutenant, and I don't know what that is.
So my little fishy is in the Army, yeah.
Cobblepot was just a seaman.
He was just a seaman.
Poor guy.
How do we get off on these random things?
Well, that's, me and J-Dog were talking, and I was saying how it feels like my brain is constantly playing a never-ending game of word association, right? That's the ADHD.
That's true.
That's true. I was like, that's all this is. When we get on here, we just spew random. We said, fuck it, we'll do it live.
You did say that right before we started.
Platypuses? Platypi?
Yeah.
Sweat milk. What? That's what? Listen, today's show's just making claims.
I want proof.
I know.
Somebody bring a platypus in here.
I know.
Oh, make it sweat. We're going to hold like this bright light underneath it. It's going to be Perry. The platypus, when they interrogate with this bright light, he's going to start sweating milk.
Get a platypus in here. I'm going to make him sweat. Please, Tetris. Not Tetris. Jenga.
Tetris. They could make him sweat.
He doesn't have thumbs.
He has no thumbs. Oh man! All right, we're out of control. I don't know about you, but after this, I'm gonna need some serious beef
and some serious platypi.
Bye.
Bye.